we've gone through creating our first campaign. Now we are going to create our ad. We're going to decide how our ad is going to show up. So this is an important step. We want to think about the wording. We want to think about the places where we're sending people to, which website we're sending them to. So let's go through this here. And I'm going to show you how to make this first ad. So the first thing, we're putting in our final URL. The final URL is essentially where you are sending the people to. When they click on your ad, where do you want them to go to? So it's probably going to be a specific page of your website, or a specific, app or landing page or form for people to fill out. So we're going to decide what that's going to be, and then we're going to start filling out our headlines. Okay, so people ask me all the time, how do I decide what words do I use when I'm making an ad? And my suggestion to you is don't try to reinvent the wheel. And so, what I've done always is just look at what other people are doing and then use that as inspiration, especially if it's in a different place. So for example, if I'm running a marketing agency in Philadelphia, maybe I want to look up marketing agency in Los Angeles and look at the ad results and just see what shows up, because sometimes you'll get some really good inspiration. Now, I'm not saying that you should copy other people's ads, but what you can do is you can just use it for inspiration. So we are ninjas in marketing. That's a really interesting, line. That's very fascinating. And I can go and just look at similar businesses in other cities, right? And these here are all ads for marketing agencies in Syracuse, New York. And, I might get some really good ideas for the copy or for the headlines that I could potentially use. Of course, not stealing anyone's particular, specific wording, but it's really great for inspiration. So I'm going to go back, and after I've done some research, I've thought through some potential headlines or things that I can get in the front, then I'm going to start filling those ads. So you can put in up to 15 different headlines. That's going to be these big blue letters here that are going to pop up. Each one of those is a headline. And what Google will do is they will sometimes try putting these different headlines in various different orders as they're running your ads. And this can actually be a pretty good thing, because then you can, see what word or what phrase is the best one to lead with. And I always recommend, tweaking and continuously iterating to find the best wording and the best copy. So one of the biggest things that I've learned in marketing is that really the strategy for running ads is that you want to just put something out there, and then you continuously start tweaking it and you start modifying it. And then we do something called split testing or A/B testing, where we'll run the original ad and then we'll run a slight variation of that ad. We'll see which one does better. Then once we find one that does better, we'll then take that and we'll do the same thing. We'll tweak it again and we'll run those again and we'll see which one does better. And you continuously improve. So every time you're doing this, maybe your ad is getting 5% better every time. Over time, you end up with a really, really good ad. Okay, so you can add all of your headlines in there. You don't have to have all 15. You can put in just a couple if you would like. And then we want to fill out our description as well. So the description is going to be these words down here in the smaller font. So you're going to fill out your descriptions for what you're looking to advertise for. And then you can also add site links. So you see these buttons down here. You can have people go directly to a different page other than the main blue button up here. And you can do that with the site links right here. And you can add, if you want to have the About Us page or templates or something else, you can just add those in custom for yourself if you want to give people multiple different options of things that they can click on, right? All right, so once you've decided what your first wording is going to be for your ad,